Daddy Brad. Daddy Clay is, he's in the Cape. He's at the beach. He's frolicking at the beach. Now, I've seen Daddy Clay frolic, and I'm glad I'm here in Texas, and he's frolicking at the beach. Daddy Clay is up in Chatham, Massachusetts, up on the Cape at vacation, having a grand time with his family, so he's not here. So I'm here with you today on a live broadcast. Daddy Troy is around, but he's getting ready to go to the North Georgia mountains. He's going to Stone Mountain, Georgia tomorrow, and he's going to spend a little time with his family in Georgia, in the beautiful North Georgia mountains. So Daddy Brad is here, with Camp, the dog. Aaron is here, and Dixie is here. I think Erica went taking care of some business, and Dixie's going to go on vacation as well. So it's just me. So welcome, and glad you're here. I'm not going anywhere today or next week or anytime soon thereafter. Steady Troy. How you doing, Daddy Troy?
Your monitor's bouncing a little bit on the live.
Oh, when I do this?
Super telecast.
That's kind of we do that. I like to jump.
Earthquake in Austin.
Earthquake. So what you're telling me is I shouldn't bounce around. If we do this, it's me bouncing around. It's not an earthquake. Anyway, okay, I'll try not to do that. But it's going to be a good show today. Good show. Good live show. I am here because something big has happened. Something big has happened in the life of Daddy Brad and family. Last Tuesday, we had a brand new baby boy, healthy baby boy, Andrew Myers. Welcome to the world, little Andrew Myers. He was born at 3:54 p.m. on Tuesday afternoon at Seton Medical Center. The people at Seton Medical Center are a wonderful place. He weighed, get this, I remember the specs, because Dad, you need to remember the specs. It's kind of your big job is to manage the crowd around the birth of your child, and remember the specs, and then call everybody you know or email everybody you know with the specs. Here are the specs. Andrew Myers, born 3:54 p.m. Tuesday afternoon, July 7th, 2009. He was 7 pounds, 2 ounces. He was 20 inches and a half long. Yeah, 20 and a half. And he had 14 inches around his head, 14-inch head. So those are the specs. I remembered them in American measurements, not metric. They did them in metric. They have to do them in both American and Canadian and wherever else, metric system, which they came to my third grade class and told me, get ready, kids, get ready, because the metric system is going to take over the world. No more feet, no more inches, no more Fahrenheit, metric, get used to it. Third grade. I'm 41 now. That was what, back in mid-70s? Huh? Feet, 7 pounds, 2 ounces. It's here to stay. American units of measurement. So anyway, Andrew Myers is here. He's a great little dude. Very, very happy about having him. And, I must say that my wife is also happy about having the little boy here, because she is much, much more comfortable as a new mom than she was as a pregnant woman. And good Lord, easy to be. Because when you're pregnant, you're pregnant. You got like a baby inside, and you're hot, and you're sweaty, and you just don't feel good. You're comfortable. You can't get comfortable sitting in an easy chair. It doesn't work. You're just uncomfortable. Add in heat, and it's tough. And it's really tough here in Austin, Texas this summer, 2009. Because we are in the middle of a heat wave. See, I'm sweating here right now. I have turned off the air conditioning. See? Sweat. I've turned off the air conditioning in the studio because I want to give you an actual feeling of like what's outside. It's hot. So I can't, in good conscience, sit in an air-conditioned studio and talk to you if it's hot outside and people are working outside. So this is for all the folks that are outside working. No air conditioning in the studio. I'm hot. I got lights on to simulate the sun. So I'm going to do this broadcast with the sun on inside. And so that brings me back to our question. Mommy Liz, more comfortable as a new mom rather than a pregnant woman because it was really hot in Austin. In fact, it's been 100 degrees in Austin in 2009. Guess how many days? Already, mid-July, 28 days. 28 days, over 100 degrees. Today's 104. Just crazy. So, anyway. Thank goodness little Andrew Myers was here. I told you the specs. Oh, APGAR score. I remember the APGAR score. 9. On a scale of 0 to 10. Scored a 9. And you know what? I asked the nurse, labor delivery. I said, hey, why not? Why not 10? She said, we don't give 10s. It's kind of like your English college professor. You write a perfect paper, and he gives you an A minus. And you say, that was a perfect paper. Perfect paper. Why didn't I get an A or an A plus? He said, I don't give A's. You believe that, Daddy Troy? Did you ever get a 100 on a physics test at Georgia Tech?
Did I ever not get 100 on
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, he's smart, not that smart. Anyway, AppGuard 9. So those are all the specs. The little boy's doing great, and he's home now. He's home. You know, the labor and delivery process. It's easy for me to say, don't get all PO'd if you're out there and you've had a child, because I'm a guy, and I'm going to say this. Labor and delivery was easy, man. I mean, I know it wasn't easy for Liz. Easy for me. Here's the deal. Tuesday morning, she goes to work, right? She has a meeting, needs to get the meeting done. And then about 11 o'clock, she starts feeling some contractions. Actually, she's been feeling for a while. 11 o'clock, start getting a little more. She goes to her OB/GYN office, which is right across the road, and says, hey, you know, what's going on? The OB says, go to the hospital, which is good because she works in the hospital. She said, go to the hospital, you're about ready to have a baby. So she checks in at noon. Thank you, Daddy Troy. Checks in at noon, Central Time. 3:54, the little dude is born. 3 hours, 54 minutes labor. You know, with Walker, the first child, oh my goodness, it's like 16 hours. She had to push for 8 hours. I'm holding the leg for, 8 hours. Say, come on, honey, you can do it. Ah, come on, geez. And then with this little dude, boom, there we go. Let's go have some dinner. You know, I mean, we had cheeseburgers, I think, or was it enchiladas, or it doesn't matter. Anyway, 3 hours, 54 minutes labor. Little dude is born, and so welcome to the world, Andrew Myers. So that's got me thinking about life with a newborn child. What's it like? Well, I'm going to tell you a little about what it's like, because there's some things that you just don't realize that even if you have kids, even if you have 18 kids, you've forgotten these things, because that's kind of the way things go. That's the way evolution has planned to keep the species going. We forget things. The first thing you forget is sleep deprivation. You are going to be so tired. I'm so tired right now because the little dude is on a college student's schedule. I mean, he's up all night long, needs to be held, and then he sleeps all day. So what do? I'm holding him. Mom's holding him. Really, really tired. And it's crazy because when you get tired, you get really impaired. I think that sleep deprivation impairment is a lot worse than booze impairment or drug impairment. It's harder to function when you're really tired than it is when you're wasted. I'm serious. It really is. Bottom line, I would rather you operate heavy machinery after having a few shots of tequila than when you're really tired. Like maybe a big crane or something, because you knock down stuff if you're tired. I got in the shower the other morning, and I'd washed the dog 2-3 days before to have him clean when the little baby came home, and I'd left the dog shampoo in the bathtub. And I washed my hair with dog shampoo. Didn't even notice. It's like, ooh, that's good papaya. Papaya. Is that how you say it? Papaya? Papaya. I smell like dog papaya. Had, real clean, no fleece, sheen. But I washed my hair with the dog shampoo. I was impaired because I was tired. And you forget that. I mean, it's this weird thing. It's kind of like God or science or nature or Dick Cheney, whoever controls the way things are, planned it that way. They planned it. You would forget how tired you are so that when you have a new baby at home, so that you will procreate again. Because if you didn't forget it, you would not have another child. You would never subject yourself to that. There's no way. You could be partying with your wife, get all drunk. She said, come on, back to the bedroom. And if you hadn't forgotten how tired you were, say, no, I'm going to do laundry or watch TV or something. I am not having another child. So that is what the kind of, DNA-wise, genomes and things, that is what occurs. You forget how tired you are so that you will have a baby. the Chinese government has been trying to figure out how to limit their population to just one child because they have lots of people over there, lots of people. And I think instead of doing these mandates about you can have only this many children, they ought to put some dollars into the research and development side of things and figure out how to turn the gene off, how to make you always remember how tired you are after you have a baby. And then one child, that's it. Population problem solved. Call me if you want, if you're in the Chinese government and would like some help with that, because that would do it. So we're tired, but everybody knows we're tired. The next thing that I find very, very interesting, is colic and poop. And you spend a lot of time talking about colic and poop. I've been dealing with colic and poop for 6 years now because I have children. The oldest is 6 years. But I find myself very drawn to the subject again. And it is amazing to me. Several things about colic and poop. And they all go together because it is my thought that colic is caused by poop. You need to get the poop out in order to relieve the colic. And I'll go into that a little more in a second. But here's the deal. This is amazing. The first poop that your baby has is black tarry poop. Black and tarry. Doesn't smell, but it sticks to everything. That is called meconium. That is the first poop it has. And it is caused by the colostrum that is expressed as the first food coming out of the breast in breastfeeding. It's superfood. Colostrum makes meconium, and it's black and tarry. That's not the crazy thing. Here's the crazy thing. The poop transforms itself into many different colors over the first week of life. Starts out black and tarry, and then it turns into lime green. You'll have a day of lime green. I'm serious. Lime green poop. And then, mysteriously, the lime green poop will turn orange, kind of like a sunset in the Caribbean. Orange poop. And then, just kind of out of the blue, no pun intended, the orange poop turns into a tan yellow. Kind of like something that you paint your house if you lived in a subdivision that had really, really strict tenets about what you can and can't do on the outside of your house. Pale, tan, very conservative, mellow yellow. And then it goes crazy. It turns into bright yellow, mustard yellow, some of the brightest yellow, neon yellow. Like, all the crazy rednecks that go and go to the beach and they buy all the crazy neon T-shirts and wife beaters, and they walk into a restaurant, and even though your back is turned, you know they've come in the door because the place lights up and the lights haven't come on. It's just this crazy family of rednecks who've come in, and they're all dressed in neon wife beater shirts, all of them. The dad, the 7 kids, the mom, the babysitter, the grandma, everybody. Neon yellow shirts. That is what the baby poop turns into. And I'm thinking, how does this happen? The same breast milk. The breast milk is no different. Why should a baby consume breast milk one day and have green poop, and breast milk another day and have mustardy neon yellow poop? It doesn't make sense. It goes against all the tenets of mankind. That would mean that the whole deal of keep doing what you're doing and you'll get the same result, that does not exist. We're in a time warp here. Aha, you may think so, but I don't think we are. I think what has happened here is we need a little more investigation. It is essentially what is in the breast milk that is causing the poop to change. And this brings us to the whole colic issue. My baby came home on Thursday, screamed all night Friday night, screamed all night Saturday night, screamed all night Sunday night, 3 sleepless nights in a row. And I'm thinking, oh, what's going on? Why has he got this colic? Well, I think it was something that Mama ate. So we did a whole analysis, and we found out the one common denominator over those nights, onions. My boy does not like onions as an infant. We cut out the onions out of Mama's diet. Much better night. Colic is gone. Colic is gone, thank goodness. So, what goes into the breast milk really affects the little dude. And that makes complete sense. And it reminded me of a funny story that happened during the pregnancy. Walker and Ella and myself and Mom were driving somewhere. And Walker was very interested in the umbilical cord, however you say that. I feel like George Bush trying to say transportation. What could he not say? What could he not? He couldn't say something. Strategery. George Bush and I are very, very similar in he cannot say strategery and I cannot say umbilical cord very well. But you'll have to bear with me because this is an integral part of the story, even though I may jumble umbilical cord. Anyway, so we're driving down the road, and Walker's interested in the cord, and he goes, Mama, does this baby have an umbilical cord right now, right at this moment? And she said, yes, he does. As long as this baby is in here, until this baby comes out of Mommy's tummy, then he's going to have an umbilical cord. And Walker looked very serious and said, Mom, the baby is not coming out of your tummy. It's not. Then he said, it's coming out of your vagina. He's 6. And then he said, that's ridiculous. And I have to agree with him. He thought that Mom would eat a cheeseburger and then go down the cord and the baby would eat the cheeseburger. But it doesn't happen that way. So he explained how it happened. She has to chew and the stuff and yada, 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 yada. And he finally understood that. And he certainly understood how children come here. It has nothing to do with a tummy or a stork. But that's another story. So that was kind of the issue with the poop and things of that nature. So we figured out that our son does not like onions. I love onions. But I'm not breastfeeding. I don't think I could express milk. So I can eat them. But for now, Mom is going to kind of stay off the breast milk. Okay, let's see. Diaper changing. Bring me to diaper changing. It's crazy. There are tons of diapers to change. I have been keeping track, and we're averaging 14 diapers a day. 14 diapers a day. That's a lot of diapers. Unbelievable. It's expensive. 25 cents a diaper. That's something like $3.50 a day. 24 bucks. 24 bucks for diapers in a week. Add in wipes, add in butt paste. You're spending 30, 40 bucks a month just to do the diaper change. Unbelievable. So, if you're expecting a kid, be ready for it. Excuse me. Be ready for that. And it's hard to change this little dude. I know there'll be a time once he gets a little chunkiness to him that'll be easy to change. Kind of before he gets to the point where he's scribbling around and can grab you and, grab the diaper and throw that kind of stuff. There'll be a beautiful salad day's time of diaper changing. He's not in it now because he's all legs. He's got no ass. All legs, no ass. And it's hard to change the diaper because there's not much there. We're doing our best, though. 14 diapers a day. And it is amazing. It's amazing to me. Now, we have children, obviously. Other children, Ella and Walker, a little older. We were interested how they were going to react. Well, it is hot in Texas. Did anybody know that? Hot in Texas. Did I tell you? The air conditioning's off. Daddy Troy came to put a fan right here, but not working. It was 104. Fans don't work. Good gracious. So, anyway, Walker and Ella, they're kind of accepting their new baby brother. They're doing well. They're very happy. They like to help out. The more that they can hold the young child, the better. The more that they can do to help us, help empty the diaper pail, the better, which is good. So they have good days and bad days. One of the things that we found is try to keep the schedule as normal as possible. That's been helping a lot. And kind of the regular me time, the special me time with the child is very, very important because they have a new baby brother, and so I need to have some specific time with them to do things. Now, the dog, Camp, it just loves the new little dude. I mean, he's got funny smells, new smells. Dogs love new smells. And he's very protective. He sleeps underneath our bed. We won't let him sleep on the bed anymore because in the night, with the breastfeeding, the dog doesn't want to be up there because we don't want him up there with the baby. So dog and baby on the same bed is bad. So he has said, okay, I'm going to go subterranean. I'm going to go under the bed. And that's what he's doing. So he sleeps under the bed, but he is bonded with the child. Whenever the child cries, whenever little Amp cries, his initials, A-M-P, we call him Amp. Don't tell my mother. She doesn't like that. It's not a proper name. But anyway, when Amp cries, then he comes to the rescue. What's going on? Why is the child crying? Why? What are you doing to him? Are you hurting him? So he's really, really bonding with the baby, which is good because we didn't know how that was going to work out. But he is. So that's good. So dog's doing good. Kids are doing good. Everybody's doing good. And it's very, very fun having a new child in the house. And I can't wait until he grows a little bit, gets a little older, and can start doing things, can smile, can throw the ball, can play basketball and football and baseball and swim and do all those great things that families like to do together. But that's coming. That's coming. And finally, one last little piece about the boy. Excuse me as I wipe away the sweat here in the studio. What is it going to be like? What is it going to be like when he's 18? You know? What is it, 2009? So, 27? 2027? What's the world going to be like? I have a theory. Very interesting theory. I think by that time, and I'm not pulling your leg here, by that time, cyborgs. There will be cyborgs. And you laugh. You say, huh? What are you talking about, Daddy Brad? Are you crazy? Cyborgs, robots, kind of human, fleshy creatures, but with computer brains. I think they will be there. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. You think about 18 years ago. Think about 1991. Let's check and see what was going on in 1991. See if it's so preposterous to think by the time that Andrew Myers is 18 that there won't be cyborgs walking the earth. We won't know who's a cyborg and who's not. You've seen it a lot in movies. 1991, here's what was happening. Pearl Jam was 1 year old. Huh? Rodney King went on his little driving spree and ran into the LA cops. Goodness. Salsa overtook ketchup as the #1 condiment. It took a long time. Think about it now. Salsa's everywhere now. Back in 1991, it had just overtaken ketchup. Metallica was a big band as well. Thelma and Louise, movie, Brad Pitt. It's kind of his first deal. Susan Sarandon was still hot, and whoever the lady was that played the other character was still hot. She's still pretty hot. Gina Davis. Yeah, before she was president of the United States. 91, that's right. Oh, Hulk Hogan fought a wrestling match with Ric Flair, and Blossom was on TV. So you tell me how much times have changed in 18 years and how much they can change in 18 years. So cyborgs will be walking the earth. And you think it's crazy, but it's not. Because look at this. Right here. CNN, respected news source, CNN says that this dude at Washington University, Toyoshi Kohono, who is a specialist in security, in technology, and in neural implants, he's a specialist in all those things, is worried about people hacking in to neural implants. Now, you think about this. Now he's worried about this. So, prosthetics. They put in little wirelessly controlled neural implants to help your body accommodate the prosthetics and to move the prosthetics. It's a computer. Neural implants, computer. They put in neural implants to help you deal with pain management. His worry is that you'll have a neural implant to help, make your body adapt to the prosthetic a little more. And so, someone can hack into your brain. These things will get more and more sophisticated. They'll be put into everybody's brain, and we'll have cyborgs in 2027 when my young son is 18 years old. You mark my word. You can go ahead and record. You give you a copy of this recording. And in 2027, cyborgs walking the earth. Scary. Very scary. And to sum up, I think I'll say, here's the best gift you can give a family that has a new baby. Number one, if they have children, you can take the other children to do something fun for those kids and give mom and pop and baby a little time just to do some of their to-dos on the to-do list or take a nap. Number two, do something for them. Clean their house or go shopping or cook them a meal. Do something to take the load off of the everyday things that have to get done. Or you can just say, "I'm there to hold your baby so you can take a nap. Let the baby cry, I'll hold it. I'll come over and hold that baby for you." That's the best gift you can give a brand new family, because time is tough to come by when you have a brand new baby. Lots to do. You still have to do everything that you had to do beforehand. I want to thank Daddy Troy for taking my kids and doing something fun with them on Saturday, so I was able to clean out the garage because that was something I needed to do. So if you know somebody that has a brand new baby, you can go and give them a special gift, not a thing gift, but do a service for them, which would be very nice. Quick thing this week in the lab, Gustafer Yellow Gold is there. A little interview with Morgan Taylor of Gustafer Yellow Gold. Incredible album. I mean, I really like it. It's on my iPod, and it's not in the kids section of my iPod, just in the regular sections. One of the best albums of the year. Should win a Grammy. Working on that. If you're a Grammy person, call them up and tell them, "Hey, Morgan Taylor should win a Grammy." You know, Lisa Loeb sings on it with him. He's on there. Beautiful voice. The dude's from Wilco, I think the guitar player and the bass player, and you can tell because it is rocking. It is awesome. Unbelievable. So pick up a copy of Mellow Fever by Gustafer Yellow Gold and listen to it. You'll like listening to it. Your kids will like listening to it. Next week, on our kind of our slimmed down summer format, we have one video a week, one lab a week. Next week, we look at the whole phenomena of, is it phenomena? Phenomenon. It's kind of like that Sesame Street song, Manamana, doo 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 doo, Manamana, doo 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 doo, Manamana, doo 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 doo, ba ba da ba da ba da ba da. Anyway, phenomena of stay-at-home dads. I think Daddy Clay interviews an expert on stay-at-home dad phenomena. Dr. Rokeland, University of Texas, who's done lots of studies on stay-at-home dads, gives us the skinny on that, and it's good to watch. Well, it looks like I'm broadcasting only to myself, which is kind of like what I do all the time. You know, even when the cameras aren't rolling, I'm still here with me, with myself. Crazy. Thanks for tuning in to Dad Lad Live. We'll be back next week, and I'm going to turn up the heat. I'm going to do it in a sauna where it's going to be 120 degrees. All right. Y'all have a good week and keep making babies.